All right. Disappointing loss. Good football game. Playing the elements. We were ready to play. I liked our energy that we had. Solid week of practice. So our guys were ready to go. Took the halftime lead, and then second half. And give Coach Tuke and his staff and his kids credit. I mean, they won the football game. Did what they had to do. As we go back and watch the tape. Very proud of our defense to be able to, take away, they're a really good receiver and make them go someplace else, with the ball. So I was very pleased with our defensive staff's game plan and the execution of it. 2 plays got out on us. The backup quarterback comes in and runs a quarterback draw and makes a big play, and they hit another. We busted coverage and had a 50-some yard pass. So I believe there's 2 plays of 111 yards, and those other 53 plays, I think, we held them to. 100 and, something below 150 yards because there were only 263 overall. And our defense several times stopped them with short fields and held them to field goal attempts. And so very good job by our defense. Good enough to win for sure. Offensively, they're good on defense. They're 8 seniors on defense and good scheme, good tough. They, disrupted us in the pass rush. Did a very good job up front. And then the times that we did have good protection, our quarterback, young quarterback was, the drops were not clean, didn't really step into some throws, so he missed some things. Made some plays outside. We did. It was good to see Colton Dowell go and make some plays. Rodney Williams back making a couple plays. So that was good to see. Terry Williams, solid job, some third downs for us. But ultimately, we didn't play well enough up front to win the game. The interceptions, I hate those get tagged on John and Dresser. I mean, those were one of the last play of the game on a Hail Mary. The other one hits the receiver's hands and pops right to them, and they catch it and run it back. And the other one on a screen where defensive end folds back in. Those things happen. Not putting those on those quarterbacks. It was unfortunate. And give them credit. They capitalized on it. We're not very good on special teams. Our snapper, our kickers have been really good all year. Missed 2 field goals. 1 got blocked. Snaps were not good enough in the wind and the rain, and we paid the price for it. And so, like I said, the season's certainly not lost. 4-1 now, and move on to another good opponent this week. And we've got to put that one behind us and get ready for a team that's been several years since we beat. Last year we had our chances down in the last minute, didn't convert on it. Now we got them. Good Jacksonville State here at for our homecoming and. Opportunity to protect our home field. That's one of our goals is win every game here at home, and we've got 2 left. We're 3-0 at home, so that's one thing that we'll concentrate on this week.
One thing we always talk about week to week is mindset and what you do for kids and get them ready for now. Obviously, this week there's still a lot to play for. So what kind of things do you relate to your kids this week?
It won't take a whole lot. It really won't. I mean, the kids will look at the tape and see the opportunities that we did take advantage of. So it won't take a whole lot. You still control your destiny from that standpoint. You got 3 conference games left, win them and go 7-1 in the league, and see what happens from there. But right now we just got to focus on getting that 5th conference win, getting the proverbial 1-0 this week. It was a good locker room from after the game from the standpoint of there was some frustrations, okay. But there was also some, satisfactions of, hey, we got a good ball club. Today we didn't get it done, and so we'll bounce back. We'll be ready to go this week.
Yeah, Jacksonville State team. Everybody has looked up to.
Certainly.
Is your team, is that a confident team going in because of last year, because of what you've done this year, or do you need to kind of establish yourself early on?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's some combinations. I think the last 2 years they beat us by a touchdown. Once here and then and there. The mindset of 18 to 22-year-olds. Who knows when it comes to that. My message will be, hey, turn the tape on this team you hadn't beaten since probably 2012. I think was the last time we beat them. When you're here at home, you want to stay in the top of the conference race. You get yourself ready to play and play better this week. You can't play. You can't say, well, if we just do what we did on defense last week, like in Southeast Missouri. No, let's catch those interceptions this week. We expect to play good defense. We got a good team. but we catch some of those interceptions, then maybe that game's different. I think Coach Hankins said we got our hands on 5 balls, throughout the game.
Injury-wise, how's the team looking going into this?
Of course, we had lost Wanye, the week before with the ACL. The injury report came back today. There's some things we'll just kind of wait and see how they play out. But we came out of it relatively okay from the standpoint of, just your normal bumps and bruises. So we came out of it okay. Still didn't have Jalen Moore played 2 plays and took him out. He still wasn't 100%. And some of our younger kids are full speed, give us a better opportunity than him. Not full speed, so that's why we took him out of the game. Who knows, maybe this week he can come back. This will be 4.5 games that he's missed. This will be 5.5 if he can't get back this week. So I hate that for him in his senior year.
I want to talk a little bit about Fufu. Obviously, he's had some good games lately, coming on a little bit. Talk about his maturation process and the time it's taken him.
It's a good deal. It really is. It's a great story. A kid that paid his dues, that waited over 3 years and was really on some special teams, would just could never break the lineup, at that safety position, and was open to an opportunity and give Coach Hankins a lot of credit for that, for moving him to the linebacker position, and he took certainly right to it. Maybe we should have moved him earlier. All right, but at that point he probably was only 200 pounds then. So just a great team player, great program guy, and he's taking advantage of it. And he's helping our football team.
And like I said, the 2 interceptions here lately, I think he's had 3 on the year, but the little pick 6 2 weeks ago, and then another one. That's first half.
And you know what? Some of the thing is that he's a defensive back by trade. So the balls, when it hits his hands, it feels a little bit more natural, and the instincts in the pass game have been really good. It certainly helped us instead of a guy that's always played close to the line of scrimmage. That's something down the road as we continue to recruit. Could be a model for us of, you'll compare him to Fufu. Hey, this guy could turn into another Fufu. So, can't say enough about solid year that he's having. And, we tell guys, hey, if you start for us for 2 years, you're a good player. That was a good signee for us. And he's right on track, in that mold.
I know you have a big opponent this weekend, but you always talk about the festivities of homecoming, how important that is to college football.
Yeah.
Just kind of talk about that.
It's great, man. This is my favorite week of the year as far as from a school spirit standpoint, the traditions that we have here in UT Martin. It's my favorite for 14 years. I've said it every week or every year. I wish I could bottle this week up and let's emulate this on a weekly basis in all these home games. But we got to do our part, make sure everybody's got a good Saturday night. But the traditions of the rope pulls and the step shows and the homecoming queens and all those different things, and then walking through the quad on Saturday, those are great experiences for not only our players but the student body. I mean, everybody wants to be a part of a memorable homecoming and celebration, and and a lot of our former players will be back. Torrance Stevens, one of our former players, off our 06 team, will be inducted in the Hall of Fame. So it's just a great, I enjoy it. I'm not one of those coaches that puts blinders on during homecoming. No, this is what college football is about. This isn't NFL. It's not professional football. These players need these memories and experiences. Now, there's not a whole lot of time for our players to be involved in a whole lot of different things, but we're not going to stay over here on this side of the street and act like nothing's going on. No, it's our kids don't get to play in front of 5,000 people every week. Okay, and they deserve that. So hopefully the stands will be full. I know the visitor side, that's fine. You can come sit in my office if you need to, if you come to the game. If we can get you a good seat, that's what gets you here. These kids deserve to have you out. This program deserves to have you out.